Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to AF1. Despite there's so much going on every weekend with AF1, I can't wait for the new season when I have to do less. Welcome to AF1. It's round 6. There's about 3 cars inside each other, ready to get going for qualifying here at Vallelunga, and they're underway. At the top of this field we have Gutierrez. Let's ride on board with him as he goes around the lap on his outlap. Yeah, I'm not getting any of this confusing rubbish for next season. It's just doing it. Just doing a race, you know? So Rihanna's already spun off. I think he's just slowing down, getting some space. He's just parked up his exit, nothing dangerous at all. Now, we're going to attempt in this stream to say the names of the actual corners. So we'll see how we do. I've got the map up somewhere, so I'll bring that up. So here we go, Robert Dine's going to be the first one to start a flying lap. We'll ride him on with him as he does this. The first corner coming up will be Curva Grande. It's not this one because that's not very grande. Here it is, this difficult right-hander that's... Okay, not that difficult in these cars. It's a bit more difficult in a touring car. Flat out through turn 2 at Curva Grande. Cimini Uno comes up next, followed by Cimini Due. Now onto the back straight. Towards the next corner, a long right-hand corner. We need a lot of patience. It's Campagnano. Through we go. There's many different lines through here because it is sort of a fixed radius right-hand corner. A lot of room on the exit. Did I even do that corner? I did. Breaking down Fossorate. Tight left-hand hairpin. A good overtaking zone coming the race in about half an hour's time. Then Trincea. Where the attack mode is, he goes through rubber goes through attack mode just to prove where that is. Semaforo. And then the corner everybody knows on this track. Tornantino, the hairpin. Not everybody knows the name, but everybody knows the hairpin. I remember it from Toka 2. Difficult corner. Then the S. Or, you know, the S. I wonder where they got that name from. Left, right chicane. And finishing off with Roma. Again, no prizes for guessing what that's named after. The final corner, long right-hander, and leads you onto the straight. Robert's lap time. Robert is going to set the first lap time of today's session, and it's a 30.303, 1303.03. Vicente Guerra goes P1 with a 29.481. Diego Domingo second with a 29.8. As we get the first set of lap times underway, let's take you through the championship. What do you mean next season you might be able to hear me? I'm talking all the you can hear me now, can't you? It's a quiet car. Oh, sliding out for rubber. There's Diego Domingo. He's heading towards... I don't even know what corner that is. Is that the Campagnano? Campagnano. Let's see. I need to figure out the corner numbers as well. I'm gonna mess my head up throughout this race. Let's give an update on the championship with 3 rounds to go. As Baltashu is currently in the ditch. That's the Asia one. Here we go. Andrea Di Noia currently leads with 89 points over Robber 9 with 73. João Vicente Guerra with 69.
Arnie on 58, Jake Fives to 57. That's your top 5. However, with the expected drop scores, the picture looks a little different. Where is it? There we go. Picture looks a little different. It's Denoya on 71 with his expected drop score. Geha is second on 60, then Arnie 58, and Rubber 51. Fives to 49, Boltashu 41. So basically, Denoya, Geha, Arnie, Rubber are all in this. And maybe Fimester as well, because he's only 2 points back from Rubber. But it, as I say, fairly unlikely. 10 minutes to go in this first qualifying session. Costa stopped on trying to go out to the pits. It's very tight up top. Remember, mind the top 5 go through to the Super Pole session. And currently, that's Geha, Domingo, Denoya, Fimester and Rubber. All championship protagonists, except for Domingo. Domingo is looking very strong, however. He hasn't taken part in as many races as everybody else. He's only taken part in Indonesia and Chile. He's on 34 points in 10th place, so it's not entirely out of the question. Thank you, Jens, for subscribing. Again. Did I find some more time? But it's still 6/10 off of pole with Geha. I'm being told, yeet, look at Discord. Which channel at Discord? And Domingo has stopped at the final corner. Interesting. I'm guessing there's some sort of mistake there. Denoya. Oh, it's even quieter here. You've got to go for the onboards because you get some noise then. The offboards is even quieter every race. It's annoying. Oh. Waiting for gap is Domingo. Same for Gutierrez. It seems to be it's odd queue. It's an odd queue. This is not the first time we've seen that in this session. Pretty tight in the battle for the Super Pole. Top 6 separated by less than a second. Wide goes Gutierrez. That's one of the cut line locations for today's race. Again, I think we need the track map up on a different page, and my screen's gone black. That's helpful. So I'm going to get the track diagram up so I can actually name the corners properly. There we go. The only one I know is Tornantino. It just got so much tighter. Denoya's done a 29.3 because track grip's gone up another percent. We're up to 97% grip rather. So Denoya's on a 29.3, then Geha on a 10th back. Domingo another 10th back. Boltashu is 6/10 back on pole. Wolf is within that, within a 10th of Boltashu, and Rubber is 3/4 of a second down on P1. Top 7 all separated by a second. 14 drivers today, pretty good number. Pretty good number. See Gutierrez going to Curva Grande. There is a queue forming. I reckon this might have something to do with the lap time improvement as well as the track bit, because they're all pretty close together, so they can get close enough to scout braking points. See, Boltashu and Wolf were close together on that lap, so they've clearly done some. Well, Boltashu's clearly followed Wolf's lines and gone a little bit faster. Denoya they had a spin at Tornantino. Jens has given up his 4 20 bits donations in total. He's only given the 1. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Daniel Wolf, on the other hand, spun on the exit of Roma. See Mythic and Denoya's just behind this. Denoya will be on his outlap. compare that with Feimster, who's decided to take the alternative route. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Jens. Oh, looks like we're losing the back end a little bit through Jiminy. Voltashu, indeed. That's quite a good name. Thank you, Denny. Thank you, Denny. That's quite a good name. But I think you need to win the championship to for me to change that name in Discord to that. I gotta admit, I was honestly expecting these cars to struggle a bit more with this track. In a lot of cars you see they struggle a lot with corners like this one at Trinchea, Curva Grande, Campagnano as well. But I seem to be handling it very well. There's a good balance on these cars through a lot of these corners. And that's a testament to the setup abilities of these cars, setup abilities of the drivers, as well as the cars' abilities themselves. I see Lucas Weber having a spell in the exit of Torrentino and getting in the way of Roman Nesh in the Penaldo racing car. And thank you, Jens, for the 169 bits. Gehas spun. Fimes has gone wide. I've called it now. Now I've started saying there's saying there's few mistakes. Everyone's making mistakes. We're 4 minutes away from the end of qualifying. It's really flown by this qualifying session. We've got Denoya, Geha, Domingo, who goes to pole right now, Baltashu and Wolf, all in the top 5 and going to Super Bowl at the minute. I really need some cold air. I'm quite hot here. Let's get. That was close. Who's on a good lap at the minute? We've got purple sector coming in from Denoyo at the minute. Domingo's, in fact, purple first 2 sectors. Denoyo is on a lap. He'll be into the 28s surely. Through the Asset, it looks just so planted through there. It still looks a little gingery. Ginger. He's going through gingerly. Through Roma over the line. Surely we're 28. No, it isn't. It's 29.019, but it's still pole position. Well, it's still top of the times by 0.2 of a second. Personal best coming in for Rubber at the minute through the first sector. And maybe enough of an improvement to go into Super Bowl. It's currently over a second down on pole position. But he doesn't need a lot to improve, and he does improve, goes P4. This is gonna get interesting. We've got a whole train of cars all following Felipe Contreras. If I go for the off-board camera for a little minute, for a couple of minutes. Is F5? Which one? Oh, no, F5's the... Oh, Contreras almost spinning it on the exit of Torrentino, but a lot of people are. There goes Gutierrez, just yeets to the right on the exit. Where is he? There he is. I say it's Contreras, Weber, Domingo, Gutierrez and Nesh. All sort of in a train. Trying to get some time. Any improvement from any of these? Contreras will be first. Closely followed by Weber. Weber doesn't improve. Domingo, no improvement. Gutierrez, we saw go off anyway. And Nesh, no improvement from him either. So they're going to have maybe 2 laps. They're definitely going to have 1. But they might have another one. Look at that. Great cameras. Have we only got... How many cameras have we got? Can we go for... Yeah, number 2. It's probably one with the most sound, I think. It's still not great. Denoya, no, he does improve. He goes exactly a 10th faster, goes into the 28s and immediately stops on track because that's the end of his qualifying session. He's happy with that. Baltashu improves to P4. Feimster only improves to P7, but he only needs to find a couple of tenths in this last attempt to get into the top 5 Super Bowl. Gutierrez has gone off, so he'll be starting last. By 3 thousandths, I will add. So it's pretty close all the way through the field. At different points. Feimster losing the back end through Jiminy. Wolf improves to P3, goes into Super Bowl, pushes Rubber out. Rubber needs to find 300ths of a second. Next up in line will be Vicente Geha. Geha? I'm putting too much emphasis on that. It's Geha. He goes to pole position by nearly 2 tenths. Contreras has gone off at Torrentino. Weber was involved in that as well. They're actually 3 wide for a minute coming on the exit of Torrentino. We saw Domingo stop on track as well. It's going to be close whether he's going to have enough time to do another lap. It's 10 seconds to the red light, to the end of the session. Nesh will be able to start a lap. Fives has stopped on track. Domingo will get to start another lap. No improvement from anybody else, including Weber behind. Contreras was involved. Suriano will finish 10th. Fives has stopped on track. He's off. Someone on the exit of Trinchea, I think. Next on the line will be Miguel Costa coming towards the line. Currently P11. Improves but stays P11. Behind that is Alex Boltashu. Currently on the bubble. He's gone wide at Roma. He's going to be under pressure because the next person over the line will be Rubber 9. He's coming through Roma now. He's got the exit right on the other hand. He's pretty good through the second sector. Improves to P4. Pushes Boltashu out of Superpole. Daniel Wolf is coming next over the line. He's got a place in Superpole at the minute unless Weber or Nesh or Mythic have anything to say about it. Wolf doesn't improve, but he does go purple in the third sector according to that. Very good. Vicente Guerra doesn't need to improve at all, but he'll try. He doesn't improve. Again, it looks like he's purple in the third sector, but I'm not quite sure about that. Mythic next, currently P13. Can he improve from there? We only need to find about half a tenth. Doesn't. Stays P13. Now there's a little train of cars. Nesh is first, but behind that is Domingo. He's stuck in traffic, but still purpling sectors, it seems. So maybe this is a good lap from Nesh as well as Domingo. Towards the line they come. Nesh improves to P8. Domingo improves to P2. Only about a tenth off the pole. Weber doesn't improve, stays P9. And there we have it. Your 5 Superpole drivers for this session, for today. João Vicente Guerra, Diego Domingo, Andrea De Noia, Rubber 9 and Daniel Wolf. Awesome. And now, because I'm clever enough to realise why it takes so long for the server to die, it's going to take 10 seconds or so and we'll be away for Superpole. Well, I need to actually set the grid.
I had really no practice on this script. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm starting last. I feel like
Problem now is
It's always harder.
Me too.
I was planning on practicing attack mode and pit entry on the practice, but no.
Not beat him, play for good.
I think Josh is undefined.
I am undeafened. Hello. Good job on quali. That was quite fun to watch.
Yeah.
Rubber ruined my life.
Right, so as usual, you know how it works for Super Bowl. Go out in reverse grid order. So it's Daniel Wolf up first, then Rubber 9, then De Noia, Domingo, and Guerra. Once Wolf has completed his outlap and passed the pit exit, Rubber can then start his outlap, and so on. Once you've finished your hot lap, teleport straight away into the pits.
Oh well.
Okay.
Damn it.
And away we go.
My car is invisible.
Go, go, go.
I guess now I should do the challenge from last to what place?
It was very close at the back, weirdly. I wasn't expecting 12th and 13th to be decided by 0.003 of a second.
Yeah.
Kind of a testament to how close the racing is all the way through the field. It's great to see, even if it is, you know, people you don't really want to see at the back.
Josh's bias confirmed.
I don't want to see anybody at the back, really. I want everybody to do well, but I'm always a fan of the underdogs.
My skin's too broken, I think, but anyway.
Did
you not change the letter?
Wolf, you're clear to go out straight away.
Do we have enough time?
Yeah. Yeah, should do.
Okay.
It takes 6 laps. Times that by 1 minute 30. That's 10 minutes and 30 seconds, and I stuck 13 minutes on. So we have like a 2.5 minute window.
Yeah, but what if we spin?
If you spin, well, you've got 2 options. keep going or give up. Considering a few other people will actually end up spinning, I don't think it's worth taking the first option. Anyway, right,
There you go, mega speed.
I'm gonna go quiet. I'm gonna go mute deafen myself again. Have fun with Super Bowl. Alright then, Super Bowl underway once again. Daniel Wolf is going to be first up, since he finished 5th in the qualifying session. Heading round Semaforo at the minute. Straight after that will come Rubber. I'm going to turn the light on because it's suddenly dark in here. Oh, and Wolf's already spun it! He hasn't even started the lap yet! He can keep going. Drama before the line has even come up. Wolf will still get a lap going. And away we go. Let's ride on board. Rear tyres will be baking. So take it easy through the first couple of corners. Here's Curva Grande. That's going to be tough in most cars. Next up will be the chimneys. Uno e due. All good. You can tell he's trying to take it a bit cautious because of the top tyres. Next up, Campagnano. Can you tell I'm milking it with the Italian? Trying to milk everything I can out of that to prove that I'm competent. Round Campagnano. Sorate next. Right, just before the start of the curve on the right. Use as much curve as you dare on the exit. And pretty good. On this layout, Trincea is basically a sort of a nothing corner, but now braking for Semaforo. And a few corners left now. Sort of turn it into sort of a V shape, turn in late. Same again for Donantino, but get it tight as possible so you can sort of get going as quickly as possible. I know you can't see this, but I am doing the hand action as well when I'm doing Italian. Roma to finish off. Oh, a little bit in the grass. But he's going to go across the line and do a 1 minute 30.920. Not a terrible lap by all accounts. Rubber will start next. He's coming through Roma now. No. No, he's not. That might be. But I'll probably do German next week and Swedish the week after. Rubber through Curva Grande to start off. Alright, I'll do it like British people do it. Kimini. Kimini 2. Campagnano. Right up to the edge on Campagnano. Sorat. Trinky. Semolina. That looked like a little bit of lag there for Rubber. Quentin Tarantino. S. Club 7. And finally, Inter Milan. The final corner. Looked a pretty smooth lap from Rubber. He goes to 29.2. A pretty good lap from him. De Noia will start off next. And away goes De Noia to start his lap. this is looking smooth through the chimneys. Denoya's home race, and a crucial one if he wants to take the title for AF1 this season. Now Campagnano, always turning in a little bit to the apex, but taking a wide line and sort of again doing that V shape to try and straighten it out early on the exit to get that run towards Sorate. Looking good through Sorate. It still looks a little slow, but that may be compared to real life. Trinchea again, nothing corner, moves immediately to the left hand side, ready to get a wide line for Semaforo. And now Torrentino. Ooh, wide on exit. An odd line on the exit there. Into the S's. Using a bit of that curb on the entry, it's a little bit banked to try and sort of push him off into the corner. It's an interesting line to take. And finally Roma. Just hugging the inside line until the end of that apex, and then you can bring it to the outside. Under the bridge. And to the line. A 28.8, 4/10 faster than rubber. Next, Diego Domingo. Only 2 drivers left to start a lap. Diego Domingo is one of them. Braking roughly the same place as Denoy. Isn't going to be as smooth though. Keeps it a little bit tighter. Good through there. Let's see if we can get some pedals up. Can we get pedals? If I can find it. There. There's the braking zone. Roughly at the apex. He's taking a wide line on the entry again, but does a different line to Denoy, because Denoy sort of pointed it to the inside of the corner and almost like it was going deep. Brake a little bit later than Denoy does, and as such misses the apex. It's going to cost him time there. Now for the final section, the classic section of Vallelunga. Through Semaforo. Torrentino next. Brakes pretty much where the track colour changes. Through to the S's. A little off camera that second part, which is interesting. And the final one at Roma goes a little wider, but maybe that means you can take a faster run through it. We'll see as Domingo comes towards the line. Pulls to the right hand side for no reason. It goes top by 3/10. About 3/10 on Denoya. Domingo, purple all 3 sectors. He's a force to be reckoned with in this season. At the late stage of the season. He could still take the title yet. Vicente Guerra. Guerra next. To Curva Grande. The best time in the first sector was 29.6. Then 33.5 and 25.4. Gerhard absolutely needs this. It's an extra point that will help him towards his title fight. He's yet to win a race this season, believe it or not, and he's only 12 points if you take into account expected drop races. 11 points off of the top of the table. Braking same place as Domingo did, and gets into the apex as well, so he'll get a better run out of the corner. Maybe he had to take a second stab at getting the apex right, the exit right rather. Through Trinchea, braking now for Semaforo, keeps it tighter than everybody else does. It's looking smooth immediately to the right hand side, and again some very slightly unorthodox lines around this third sector, using all of the exit. Through Assetto, again using all the exit curb. Roma now, again a wider line than Denoya did, and even a little bit wider than Domingo did. He's powering to the line. Is this going to be enough to take pole position in Vallelunga? It is, by 1/10 of a second. João Vicente Guerra takes pole position. Domingo will start second, Denoya third, Rubber fourth, and Wolf will start in 5th place. And you can see how happy he is by that. What a start! What a session on. Wait, do it. Only purpled the second sector. He was 0.5 slower in the third sector, and 1/100th slower in the first sector. All that time was in that second sector. There go the tyres. There's plenty of there's some good graphics on the tyre smoke. Should we have a look around? We got about a minute or so to kill. Maybe it's more like 3. Let's look around. What have we got in the crowd today? I didn't get to do this for AF Asia. Have we even got a crowd? Bro, no crowd. That's not helpful. Where's the man? There's the old martial man. What have we got behind here? I find it weird that they decided to model these in even though no one would ever see them. Or maybe they would. Again, another petrol station randomly placed at a place completely out of sight of anything. Like, you will never see that going round the corner. It's amazing. Thank you, Robert. They look like a guy I used to know. I don't even know what this building's supposed to be. Is this like a race team or something? Can we guess what these cars are? Is that like a Peugeot or a Ford? What have we got here? Oh, that's a BMW. You can tell by the grille. Peugeot 107. Mazda 3. No idea. That looks like a Renault. Or was it a Ford? That's a Ford B Max or C Max? Another Ford C Max. Ford C Max. Mazda. No idea. There's more of them. They're all the same probably by this point. Lorry. This place has a skid pad. Huh? Nice. Random building. What's this building? Guida Sicura. I guess they do security? Nice. It's nice to look around these sorts of things. It means you get to take notice of all the things that the mod makers put in and the guys at Kunos put in that nobody ever gets to see because they're too busy racing on track. You don't often get this opportunity. There's a whole load of solar panels up here at a point where it's higher up than anybody is ever going to see, really. You can see it sort of just about catch them over here. But they're really cool. I should have started the stream from here, like, gone like... Try it now, do another intro. Welcome to Vallelunga for round 6 of AF1. I already said Vallelunga. I've ruined it, but okay. But you see what I mean? That looked majestic. Can I sit up here? Where's the... Here we go. I was just going to sit up here. That's what we're going to park to start off with. The speed of birds. Right. How long we got left until the server dies? Still in overtime. Oh, come on, overtime. Yes, I have gone insane. Thank you, Rubber, for noticing.
Yes.
I know I've gone insane. Hey, guys.
And Josh, you remember that Joao won the last race, don't you?
Did I what?
And Joao won the last race.
Did he?
Yes.
Was I here
Yes,
for
I did.
By 25 seconds. or
Yes.
so.
Fastest lap.
It was one of
Oh.
the most dominating wins in AF1.
Oh,
this
I
season.
confused Joao with Rubber. I knew someone in that list. I knew like second place in that list had never won. But obviously I didn't think like drop races changed that order around. So it messed with my head. I'm so sorry. I... Right, let me sort the race out.
Rubber didn't win a single race this season so far.
Rubbing
Yeah,
it in my
no.
face.
Yeah, he doesn't. He didn't. Probably will get it, but I'm not too sure.
I'm gonna make
there
it
are-
It's more reverse.
3 minutes to the start. When I start the server, not just yet. Track grip's 100, sure. Don't even care anymore. It's close enough. Now, where's the fuel thing? I missed the fuel thing. Here it is.
Oh god.
0. Done.
Okay.
Save.
Why don't you just like always leave the fuel on 0?
Because I
Yeah.
set up the race weekends ages ago with 100 fuel. Like at the start of the season.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
for
the
some
second
reason.
round when
Okay,
And then-
good to go.
And then Spider-Verse happened.
it was the second round. It's not even that far
What
away.
happened at
Okay,
Spider-Verse?
servers up.
Doesn't
We
look
don't
like
talk
it's-
about Spider-Verse.
It says quality for me.
It was incredible.
He
Well,
doesn't-
one person can talk about Spider-Verse, and that's Jake Feimster, because he won it. But other than that, we don't talk
He
about it.
won that race.
I'm not happy about Spider-Verse either, for that matter.
Why?
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 Not win
Give
by
me
enough?
the win, please. Give me the win, please.
No, because I can't give you the win. I got the
Yeah,
win. It's
I
my
mean-
win because I was racing, and then the guys just start driving off the road. Like it was sad.
That's literally United States 2005 Formula One. He is the living reincarnation of Thiago Monteiro.
Well,
Oof.
that's a bit harsh. At least he won.
Can you check if fuel is on or not? The people
That's
that
true.
are
At least he
training.
won
It's
compared
written
to
on
Thiago
Fuel is
the
Monteiro.
off.
screen.
I did it already. Fuel is off.
Yeah, I don't trust you. Can you confirm?
Can't trust him. He
It's
knows what
written
he's
there.
doing.
I don't really like to trust
him alone.
him with all the things that happened this weekend. Sorry, Josh.
I quit.
There is.
You bastards, I
Gosh.
quit. I'm done. I'm
Beasley
muting you
has
now. I'm muting you now. Let's take a look at the grid for the ungrateful race. João Vicente Guerra alongside Diego Domingo on row 1. Row 2 will be Andrea Denoya and Robert 9. Row 3, Daniel Wolf and Alex Baltashu. Row 4, Jake Feimster and Roman Nesh. Row 5, Lucas Weber and Matti Suriano. Row 6 is I Can't Remember and Felipe Contreras. And row 7, separated by 3,000 of a second by Mythic and Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Miguel Costas, the P10 went, but it's now Costa in P11, so that's okay. Who's your money on for this win? It's going to be an amazing race, I hope. About 30 seconds, about 45 seconds away from the start. Matti Suriano was there. It can be, yeah. We have some drivers here that race with a keyboard and a mouse. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's definitely possible, and it can be fun. Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds from the start in AF1. I feel like I'm too close to this. I need to be moving further away. Here we go. We go to the lights. For AF1. Six lights on. And we're away. Very good start from the second row of the grid. Just going to be 3 wide out of Curva Grande for the first lap. And that's the wrong driver to be looking at. Oh, crap. Quick, quick, quick. See him, see him. It's all clean. That's a mountain. I'm not good at this. That's Lucas Weber crashing. And he hits Roman Nesh, but manages to get away with it. Everybody else is avoiding. We got a car sliding across the grass. Oh! Oh, we got it flipping. Attentional teams. This is race control. Holy crap. What the hell happened?
I clipped grass and spun, sorry.
Virtual safety car will be deployed in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. VSC deployed. VSC deployed. I notice, Felipe, you're already using your attack mode.
Really?
Yeah, it says you pressed the button.
No, that was a mistake.
I think it was a mistake, yeah.
And it's come up on the app as well, saying lap 0 attack mode activated.
I'm
see it as well.
sorry to whoever didn't see him. Damn it.
Who was that got caught up in something? I think it was Baltashu that just ended up having to go in sideways, rejoining mid corner.
Well, that was.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Chaos. How did you end up doing that? And then how did you end up coming in 5th?
I almost ran in the back of someone.
Or did you sort of take evasive action? You won on the grass?
Yeah,
Josh.
remember my league last
My
week?
game is totally fucked.
Also, it's saying that I'm
that's okay,
overtaking, which is
sorry.
annoying.
Ignore it. Did I kill anyone with my spin?
Were we alongside Wolf?
Can I just ask,
Am I
Juan?
disqualified already if I started
Yeah.
in the wrong mode?
No,
Or
no,
is
no.
it?
Just return to the right mode and you'll be fine. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll pretend you didn't see it.
What, Josh?
You start at the back of the grid. You're 4th now. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the
10
master of
seconds.
stocks.
10 seconds to the end. 3, 2, 1. Green flag, green flag, green flag. And we're away once again in AF1. Already some carnage going on. Baltasio and Juan side by side through the final corner at Roma. But we're green once again. Switch to the onboard is one of the best view for this. Juan is already trying it on Wolf for a podium. This is from the back of the grid, and in a few corners he's made it up to 4th place. Nesh has overtaken Baltasio. Gutierrez hits Daniel Wolf mid-corner. They're still side by side. Nesh and Baltasio for P5. Robert's going to be right there trying to take a position. In fact, he's on the inside and has already done Baltasio. It's a bad view because they're side by side. Let's go for this view. Not even this view. Where's the sound? There's the sound, but it's like ridiculous. They are side by side up front for the lead. Domingo has the lead. Guerra, in his attempt to try and take a championship, is P9. From the front of the grid to P9. I don't know what the hell happened with that, but that was chaos at the start of this AF1 race. A completely mixed up grid, and Diego Domingo leads from Andrea De Noia. I almost did it again. Daniel Wolf is 3rd, Nesh 4th, Gutierrez 5th, and Baltasio 6th, Rubber 7th, Weber 8th, Guerra 9th, Mythic 10th, then Costa, Feimster, Contreras, and Suriano at the back of the grid. Suriano. Oh, okay, I thought Suriano had pitted, he hasn't. There was a move for Feimster past Costa into Torrentino. Baltasio's got a good run on Gutierrez out of the S, and into Roma. He's going to make a dive. Not quite. We're still close for a lot of people behind. There's this whole train of cars. It's like 5 cars long. We've got a train behind Gutierrez. Feimster is making some serious ground already. He's already got Mythic for 10th place. No movements now. I'm going to stay on board for this as we go towards Chimini. Geha already looking on Rubber for P7. You wouldn't think there'd be a move. Oh, moving under braking, almost hitting Rubber in the wheel. But they both get away just about fine. Geha's still going to be alongside Rubber towards Campagnano. A nice close racing to start off today's race. Rubber's still got the inside for Campagnano, but he's going to give it the position. Geha closes the door, and that's the position sealed. P7 for Geha on his recovery. Weber, is he going to look on a move on Rubber? No, Rubber in front of this is going to try for a dive. Really close down the inside of Geha and makes the move. Some door banging as well to boot. Weber makes no advantage out of this, which is strange. I would have thought he'd make some sort of move. Baltasio is trying to look on a move on Gutierrez. Down into Semaforo. Nothing there. Rubber again trying to get Geha round the outside. Geha takes the position. Oh, and Rubber tries to immediate move again into Torrentino. We'll go for the chase cam briefly while we go through this. Geha keeps P7 for now. This is not going to help him if he wants to try and catch up to the lead pack as quickly as possible, which is exactly what he needs to do to keep his championship alive. But the same applies to Rubber 9, who's already under pressure from Lucas Weber. Costa has spun off at the S. Switch back to this. Weber's already looking down the inside into Curva Grande. You don't try that, do you? You do! Go on, Weber, what a move. Rubber is to his left. Dives down the inside at Jiminy and makes the move stick for now. Gutierrez has spun and he's blocked in Alex Baltasio. It's taking ages for Baltasio to get going. Gutierrez is stuck on the racing line. Geha takes P5 now. Robert is up to P7. He's side by side with Lucas Weber, who's trying a move for P6. Feimster's right behind this battle, ready to pounce again. De Noia is within half a second of Domingo, sorry. I'm expecting that battle to continue all the way through this race. It's going to be great. Rubber had a little moment on the inside of Sorate. So Weber's going to be back there, which means Geha is going to clear off in front. He's got Nesh up next, P4. And I have a cat scratching at my door, desperately trying to get in, because she really likes me for some reason. Oh no, that's May, she just wants food. Torrentino, Rubber, still keeping that position. Let's switch to the lead battle, see how that's going on. De Noia, you can see, is very close to Domingo. Let's see how powerful the toe is. Let's right on board as we head down the front straight. 2/10 faster was De Noia on that lap. Weber in attack mode for the first time. Fine, I'll let the cat in. You're going to plug me and knock the microphone over. We'll give it a go. Fimester also in attack mode now. Say something. I have May, my cat, in my arms. I want her to say something. I really hope she does. Can you hear her? Some more cat ASMR for you. Still less than half a second between Domingo and De Noia. De Noia was looking for a move down the inside into Torrentino, but doesn't make the move. Fimester. I can't switch it because I've still got the cat in my arms. Let me! Throw the cat. Fimester didn't quite make the move. He was trying to into Torrentino. It's not going to work. I've got a cat blocking one screen, so I'm a little bit blind. Domingo is in attack mode for the first time, so he's going to clear off from De Noia. Two uses of attack mode are available. Baltashu's into his attack mode for the first time. 3 minutes times 2 for attack mode in this 45-minute race. We've had chaos from the start. And Baltashu, while trying, we think, to avoid a collision, ended up on the grass, sliding sideways and crashing into 3 people on the exit of Jiminy. One car, Suriano, went upside down and had to be teleported to the pits. That caused the first VSC of the race. I doubt we'll get a second now, but the racing is still very tight all the way through the field. Weber goes wide at Sorate, way wide, and gets the KMR cut line, I'm guessing. I know he would have got it at Campagnano on the exit because he went wide there as well. Geha, meanwhile, has already caught up to Romanesh in the battle for P4, but I'm going to switch back quickly to Fimester because that's still really, really close between them. Those two are in attack mode. So fighting when they're both in attack mode is kind of not really the way to go. Geha makes the move stick, he's trying to make a move. He dives down the inside of the first part of the S and makes it stick on the exit of the S. Going around the outside, but he's gone wide. Nesh is going to try and pull to the inside. It's going to bring Rubber back into this, and his way back up through the field. May's going to come around here and try and annoy me. No, she's not. She's going to bug off at the moment, so I'm not giving her enough attention. Action shot. Yeah, that's good. Right. Let's take a look at the crisp packets on the front of the cars. There we go. There's Geha. Already terrible state of that front wing. Rubber 9 already putting Nesh under pressure. You can get out, Cat. Why you? No, you just shut the door for yourself. Rubber down the inside of Roman Nesh. Shut up. Makes the move stick. I don't think. Oh, they. It's almost like the track just went down to nothing. Rubber and Nesh both went way deep into Sorate, which means Weber makes up 4 places and goes up to P5. Before she starts destroying my rig. She's looking, I'm going to let her. Hello, hello. Look at all that attention you want. Yeah, there's the door. You want to get out? No? Do you just want to see me? You just being an idiot. Do you want to come and see me? No? Okay. Diego Dom says the fastest lap of the race on the attack mode, half a second faster than De Noia in his, which as he does that, just loses his attack mode. in front of this is now sort of 3 for P5. Rubber, Weber, Feimster. Feimster's trying to follow Weber. Feimster's trying to follow Rubber through after Weber got overtaken by him coming towards Roma. Down the inside into Curva Grande. Neither of them flinching. But man, that was close. Through the fastest corner on the track. Weber's trying down the inside on Rubber. Makes a move stick, clatters the wheels. Oh, and they all three are going spinning. Weber's the one that gets the worst of it. Through a pretty hearty dive down the inside. But everyone gets away pretty much fine. Rubber 5th, Nesh 6th, Feimster 7th, Weber 8th. A lot of chaos going in this race. It's great to see. There's still half an hour left in this race. Is May gone now? Yeah, May's gone now. Okay. De Nooijer now a second away from Domingo. This is the crucial time in the race. He's used that attack mode much later than Domingo has, but he needs to gain that time back while Domingo is out of attack mode, and while there's that speed advantage. I'm going to have a little bit of chocolate orange. Because I've drunk all my milk. So I need something to wet me throat. Fastest lap for De Nooijer, 31.2, 7 tenths faster just as he runs out of attack mode. Still a second back though. Still not enough of a game for De Nooijer to make any move and try and pass for the lead. Suriano meanwhile has already caught up to Mythic on his way through back through the field. Onto the front straight once again. Nesh into attack mode, but Feimster is already harrying Nesh. Feimster was having a little look there and kind of scared Nesh a little wide on the exit of Campagnano. So now is passed by Mythic into Chimini. There's no real line through there, so it's going to have to be a switchback, but the gap just isn't there. Contreras is already into his second attack, well, technically his second attack mode, but he's only used one. Legally, at least. It seems he pressed the button. Still, only a second between Domingo and De Nooijer. It's a perfect opportunity for De Nooijer to try and seal his championship. He's already losing the back end a bit, and maybe the tyres are getting hot. Not what he needs. He needs to start making some time on Domingo. Because Gerhard is closing fast. It's down to about 9 seconds between De Nooijer and Gerhard, so we'll keep an eye on that battle as well, even if it is like, well, it's more of a meta battle, like for the championship. Gerhard needs to start beating De Nooijer now if he wants a shot at the title. After this, only 2 rounds left. We've changed the calendar slightly. Next week we go to Berlin, the Tempelhof race, the Tempelhof circuit, which will be amazing in these cars, and the finale. The finale is going to be held at Göteborg in Sverige. A little wide for De Nooijer there. Feimster is going to have a look on Roman Nesh. Looking round the outside. Going to try and pull it down to the inside. That's a good one through Tornantino. Oh! Through Tornantino. Nesh has a bit of a slide. He's lost the rear a little bit. But Feimster will still say, thank you very much, I'll have that. P6 for Feimster, P7 for Roman Nesh. Gerhard is in his first attack mode. We've still got pit stops to take into account. And another attack mode for most people. Suriano is making a stunning comeback through the field. Already caught up to Felipe Contreras to try and take P11. I'll point out this is the second week in a row some form of Formula E has had a car upside down. Last week it was Alex Lynn in real life. This week it's Matti Suriano in here. Like bowling that was. Like turn 1 on lap 1. I'm. If someone's seen it, I recommend look. If someone, I saw a clip, I recommend looking back at the clip. I haven't seen it myself because I want to watch that back. I'll probably show it on a replay after the race as well because that is crucial. It just mixed everything up. We'll analyse and we'll pick out what happened and who did what. Costa's into the pits, and Mythic did the same as well. It seems because he's 30 seconds down on Suriano. This battle for P11. Domingo is starting to pull away from Denoya. It's up to 2.6 now. There's the gap of half a second faster was Domingo on that lap with the 31.7. Mightily close to Contreras' rear diffuser. A storming drive from Suriano. Weber into the pits for the first time. These are all early pit stops, surprisingly. Like, normally pit stops happen around about half distance. This is before half distance. We're only at 26 minutes to go in a 45-minute race. So maybe there's some issues with tyres there. Maybe they're worn quite a lot. Geha is now done. Daniel Wolf for P3. Up into the podium places, 8.5 seconds to Denoya. We'll keep an eye on that as we go through this race. Because that's going to be that's going to be pretty crucial towards the end of this race. Especially if Geha, as I say, needs to start catching Denoya. Denoya's drop braces, well, Denoya's going to start gaining point. He's going to start losing ground pretty quickly soon because of those drop braces. From next week, we'll give you a live championship so you can see how the standings look as we go, as the race pans out. Contreras goes wide at Campagnano. Here comes Wolf. Suriano rather, the other Wolf team racing car. Down the inside of Campagnano, not enough. It was sort of a desperate move. It wasn't really on, but it was worth a try just in case. The door was open, why not try it? A little correction on the exit of Sorate. I forget the name. I'm close enough. Semaphoro, again, Contreras going wider than the apex, leaving that door open down the inside for Suriano to take a little pot. Take a pop, and he does try and have a small move down the inside. Gutierrez is actually spun on the exit of the S, and he's going to take the pit lane now. Same for Boltashu just ahead of this. Are either of these guys going to take a pit lane? No. Gutierrez has lost more time. Oh, Suriano wide with a little slide, wide with a slide through Roma. Boltashu's had more trouble in the pit lane because Gutierrez now got out ahead of Boltashu somehow. I'm curious as to how that happened, but there we go. Suriano now losing more ground on Contreras. He needs to catch this pretty quickly. This is now a battle for P8, but it's not necessarily a net P8. I don't actually know if Suriano's pitted. I wonder if I can get some graphics up for that to tell you who has pitted and who hasn't. Here's the config. No, that's not an option. It will be on the normal tower. Do I still have the normal tower? Is that an option? Yes, there's the old tower. With the config, I can show you pit stops. Suriano has stopped. He did come into the pit lane, so that, I guess, does count. So suddenly Suriano's looking pretty strong. He's ahead of Weber, Gutierrez and Boltashu, Mythic and Costa. So pretty strong results coming for Suriano, so maybe that flip upside down was a pretty good thing. Again, Suriano looking on Contreras. He's being held up now by Contreras. Considering that extra stop difference, he needs to be passing him as soon as possible to just get out of there. Suriano will now take a pit stop. He didn't need to, I don't think. I may be wrong. I don't know why I got rid of the config. I need to bring the thing back. Intervals, there we go. Yeah, I'm not convinced Suyano needed to take that stop. I would say he's been through the pit stop. Maybe he maybe battery actually. That's a good point. Maybe battery. But maybe I don't think this early on. It'd be sort of a later pit stop if that were the case. He'd probably go further along. But you know, if the tyres changed, if the tyres had been changed, which they probably would have been if we'd teleported to the pits, it would have counted. So note to self: next race, get someone to flip upside down. If they get flipped upside down and teleported to the pits, that counts as a pit stop apparently. An interesting one there. Daniel Wolf following suit with his teammate and coming to the pits. Same for Rubber. A painfully long pit lane. Feimster just behind this. He's doing pretty well. Currently in P5. I'm actually going to switch to the Competizione one because that tower, because that's actually better. It just looks better. It looks cleaner. I mean, the design was sort of from ACC rather than one he made himself, but still. The thing is, I'm surprised. The Silverstone pit lane isn't really that long. It just feels longer because the speed limit's slow because you cut out Club and Vale, or Vale and Club. And now the whole field is spread out. There's nothing to watch. So here, there's another action shot for you. Here's Denoy. Mythic has gotten out of the way in just enough time to keep away from this. Denoya taking his pit stop. Let's take a look at KMR infractions, see if anyone has got pit lane speeding penalties. While this is happening, I'll switch to Geha, who's doing pretty well. This is an opportunity for Geha to now make some ground and maybe get an undercut working. No collisions, other with the driving lane stuff, and it's all activation mode. Nothing about pit lane infractions at all, so that's good. Yeah, still a lot of track limits, so that'll come in handy. Well, that'll come into play on Monday's Steward stream. So go ahead and join us for that. That's tomorrow at 2 PM GMT. Five's just coming out of the pits now. Rubber is catching up. Oh, that's actually Costa, a lapped car up ahead. Although I had the front four all separated by 11 seconds each. Couldn't script that. Let's switch to Alex Boltash. He's the closest battle at the minute. He's got Juan Manuel Gutierrez. There's a bit of, I wouldn't say bad blood. It's an interesting battle that's happened between these two today. Because Gutierrez spun at Chimini Uno, and Boltash got collected in it, and suddenly they're just stuck. Because Gutierrez can't reverse, because he's on track, like you reverse onto the racing line, and Boltash is then stuck right next to Gutierrez, a blocked car. But they got away with it. They got away from it. Oh, sliding that rear end from Boltashu. Geha into the pits now. Take a look at Denoya as he comes through. Geha isn't even stopped in his box yet. Now he is. There goes Denoya. Geha, meanwhile, stopping for a long time. He's going again. It might even come out behind Daniel Wolf. Maybe he will, because there's Geha and here is Daniel Wolf. Job done for Daniel Wolf. Good job. So the chase is on for Geha to try and catch Daniel Wolf for that podium place and a little bit of damage control. He needs to start gaining that time. Back to Boltashu in the chase on Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Boltashu early on in the season was a hopeful for the championship lead. In fact, I think he was at one point leading, maybe? No, he can't have been. But he's been up there for most of the season, and now later on in the season, he dropped down, and then he got disqualified last time out in Okayama for a series of bad regions. We made it to 6 points on his lead license. For a series of bad regions that gained him 5 license points in one round. Domingo's in the pits while I'm saying this. Oh, Gutierrez again, just going way deep into the corner at Campagnano. Baltashu will take P10 off of that, but Gutierrez is surely not going to give up on that. Gutierrez is in attack mode as well, so he's got the move. He's going to really send it down the inside of Baltashu. Makes the move stick. Bloody hell. Some aggression between these two. About 17.5 minutes left to go in this session. So about 5/8-ish of the way there. The gap is now close to 2.2. It was about 5 at the pit stops. So there's something here. There's a chance for Denoy to take this. It's now unlikely that Wolf, or if Geha gets past Wolf, then Geha will catch this battle. So that's going to be some points in favour of Denoya's championship hopes, and Rubber's P5, so that's him out of this. So Denoya, surely after this race, will have one hand on that trophy. But drop races will come into play. Lucas Weber getting really close to Felipe Contreras, who has a slow exit of Jimmy Due. We try and go down the inside into Campagnano. Go for the off-ball for the first time in like 20 minutes. Because it's really quiet and really boring. But there we go. Switch back to Baltashu, who's got Gutierrez still for company. Staying with Gutierrez despite the attack mode. Fastest lap of the race for Andrea Denoya. Down to 1.7 seconds between those two. He's in his final attack mode now, I notice. Same for Geha, who's now within a second of Wolf. So we'll switch to that now. Into Chimney on the 19th lap of this race. And really close to the other. There is a look. He's going to try for a huge dive. Bloody hell, that's from a long way back. Into Campagnano. Scares Wolf wide. Which is an oxymoron, I think. Scares the big bad Wolf wide. He's not big bad, he's a nice guy. But Geha takes that podium position. I think Wolf shat himself because that was a huge move. I think if Wolf didn't dive out of the way, that was going to end in a crash. And a big one. And look who's joined the lead pack. By Mythic. Oh, 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 oh! Some ping! Mythic's ping! Denoya's spun! Of all the times to switch to that camera angle! What? It doesn't get crazier than this. Denoya still has P2. Geha P3, but it's now close. Geha's now closer and it's now on. Maybe. It's like slightly more on than it was before, but Geha's still got a push. Where the hell did that come from? Contreras is pitting now. But that was out of nowhere. I wouldn't normally switch to that sort of thing, like a lapped car getting passed by the leader. But I'm glad I did that time, because I would have missed. I would have missed that. Geha's now 6.3 seconds behind, and closing rapidly. There's Denoya going through Semaforo now. So we'll keep an eye on this. There is 13 minutes remaining in this session and 6 seconds to close. If Geha gets P2, I'll feel really bad for Andrea Denoya, number 1, and number 2, this championship will close right up. Let's check in on the battle for P6. Nesh versus Jake Feimster. It's down to within 3/10 between these two. Nesh slows right down in the mid-corner and causes Feimster to rear end, but everyone gets away well from that. Well enough, at least. There'll be a little bit of damage to the rear of Nesh and the front of Feimster, but only a little bit. Keep an eye on the gap. 5.6 now. 5.5. It's closing rapidly between Denoy and Geha. Out of attack mode now is Geha. I think Denoy's got a little bit more attack mode. I don't honestly know. Geha actually to lap 17, Denoy on lap 16. So I think Geha is out. Was out. So Denoy is out, and so is Geha. Really good run through Curva Grande for Feimster. He's going to try it down the inside into Chimney. Nesh is going to hold on to that P6 for now. The lapped car, sorry, that's Miguel Costa and the other Penaldo racing car. A little move out to the right hand side to try and just sort of scare Nesh wide into Campagnano, but not going to work. Nesh is a tough old guy. I don't know how old he is, but he's tough. Fastest lap for Diego Domingo, a 30.8. Could Domingo make a late charge for the title? I don't know if it's even possible. He's not going to gain enough points unless Denoya gets caught up by someone else's Colombian internet. 31.8 compared with the 31.4. It's 4/10 on that lap for Denoya. 4/10 in favour of Geha. I'm glad Joao taught me how to say his last name, because I'm suddenly saying it a lot in the closing stages of this season. Feimster desperately trying to find a way past, but his attack mode is running out. Let's take a look at the halo. Is it still flashing? It is, so attack mode is still activated there. Nesh is going to instantly move to the right hand side and close back into the left. Oh, is it going to be down the inside again into Curva Grande? It is, but it's going to be clean. It looks it, they're nowhere near each other. Give the orbit cam down into Chimney. Again, Nesh taking that wide line and Feimster not. Trying to be a bit cautious, I think Feimster is. And now he's out of attack mode. The halo is no longer flashing. Less than 5 seconds between second and third. Forget the prediction that was on earlier. This is the real prediction. Who's gonna win between these two, Denoya or Geha? A VSC now would just blow things out of the water. If Nesh and Feimster, Gutierrez and Boltashu all crash at the same time, that's enough for VSC, and this thing just gets kicked into high gear. Again, Feimster gets a better exit out of the slow corners at Torrentino. It's now 4.3 Denoya to Geha. I didn't see what the lap times were on the last lap, but I'll have a look now for you. It is... Last lap was a 32.2 for Denoya and a 31.4 for Geha. It is super close. And by super close, I mean it's super close whether Geha is actually going to make it and catch Denoya in time. Nesh, again, going really deep into Chimney, really deep into Chimney, which means Feimster can take the normal line through there and take P6. Nesh, surely going to have another look. We've only got one person left to activate their attack mode, and that person is Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Nesh is going to try for a move down the inside into Campagnano. Just enough racing room given between these two. And braking again for Sorate. Feimster goes way wide. Nesh will take P6 back. Odd line through Trachea. I forgot the name. Trichea? I don't know the name anymore. I've forgotten it. I've lost the thing. Trinchea. It's not track here. Baltashu desperately trying to get past Gutierrez, who I'm going to take a bet just took the attack mode. No, he didn't. Less than 4 seconds now between Guerra and De Neuer. 3.7. Again, an update on the last lap times with 32.2 for De Neuer and 31.7 for Guerra. I don't think there's enough laps to do it, but Guerra needs to find another level to catch. It's still possible, but he needs to catch a little bit faster. Baltashu pulling to the left-hand side on a move to try and get the move done on Juan Manuel Gutierrez down into Chimney Uno. Locks the brakes and goes wide. Gutierrez will keep the position for now, but you can kind of tell Baltashu does look faster. Let's have a look at how much Vicente Guerra is pushing. It's a lot. I can kind of feel it. You can tell he's got the pace. Let's have a look at the times as they go over the line. De Neuer's going to come over the line about now. 31.9. That's his first time in the 31s for a while. 31.5 for Guerra. 4 tenths. Still not enough. He needs more laps. There's probably only about 6 laps left, I think. 5, maybe 5 laps left. So he needs like 7 tenths a lap. Or 7 or 8 tenths a lap rather than just 5. He needs to find something more if you want to keep this championship alive. Oh, Baltashu again, desperately trying to get past Gutierrez, who's just lost his attack mode. So Gutierrez again struggling. Oh no, he's just pressed the button to activate attack mode. Baltashu hits one of the sausage curbs on the inside of the S. It goes a little wide, but he's okay. All it will take is one mistake from De Neuer and this race and this championship flips on its head. The gap's starting to increase now, I notice. It's 3.7, it was 3.4. Now it's 3.4. Okay, they're coming through slow sections, that's why. But I'll give you an update on the lap times again as they go over the line in a minute. They're currently going through Torrentino. Miguel Costa, who's about 2 laps down, or 1 lap down. Battle for 6th place now. Nesh versus Feimster still going on. Nesh holding his position very well, I will say. Lap time update incoming. I don't think there'll be much change. 31.9 for De Neuer, 31.6 for Guerra. 3.2 is the gap. Similar thing to what's happening in the other Penaldo racing car. Is that the other Penaldo racing car? No, the other one is... I forget. It's Costa, Nesh and Costa. But again, Baltashu trying to get past Gutierrez. Baltashu clearly faster than Gutierrez going through the Torrentino, but the exit is bad. But there's no way past from a bad exit. Feimster surely going to have a look into Jiminy again. For like the 7th time. He does try. There was a little bit of netcode I thought there was there, but Nesh is going to yield the position now. No, he's not going to yield the position, but they're still side by side. Let's go for the orbit cam to give you an idea. Nesh got a better exit out of Chimney, so he's going to try and get ahead by a car's length by the time they get to Campagnano. The squeeze. Fives is still down the inside. Nesh is going to try and hold it. Has to correct to try not to hit. Oh, Nesh is going to dive into... Oh! Nesh dived into Sorate for a last-ditch attempt. Not going to work. Baltashu, meanwhile, not enough. 31.6 from De Neuer. Compare that with a 31.9 from Guerra. I think it's going to be over at the minute if it stays like this. I don't think De Neuer... I think De Neuer's managed to hold off Guerra well enough. Let me know in the Twitch chat what would you rate this race out of 10? I would say 6. I think 6.5. Let me know what you think. There's action going on through the race. Redacted is a very biased opinion. Like anti-electric. $10 out of 10,000. Okay. But good to see you, Vasek. 6 from Jorvadil, yeah. No motor sounds, I know, that is a little annoying. Maybe, maybe next week I'll do the V10, but the V10 sounds or something, but you'll have to really convince me. Anti not being able to race. What? Wait, why couldn't you race? Oh, you're at work. I thought we had some issues then. It was like, oh no, you're just at work. It's 4/10 faster for Gerha on that lap against Denoyo. There's only 2 minutes left, so we're probably going to get... Oh, let's see, this lap... 1 lap, so this is the sort of third from last lap. Again, Baltashu gets closest to Gutierrez going into the Tonantino hairpin, but it's not going to be enough to try and make the move. He needs to dive into Tonantino hairpin, not be close out of Tonantino hairpin, because you can't make any moves out of there. Not in these cars, at least. The chair is good. The chair is good, Polly. It's nice and comfortable, which is good because I spend 85–90% of my day in it. Oh, that sounds mildly fun, except for the writing a paper part. Castle gets out a spin, going towards Roma. Well, this is the closest battle we got right now. It's down to less than 3 seconds between Denoya and Geha. It's gone down by 6/10. There's still the slightest chance. It only takes one mistake from Denoya, and this is going to flip on its head at the last possible moment. And I hope it does happen, only for the sake of excitement, and you get to hear me scream again. I'm guessing the Ino bit means, like, small? Like, Dorito means, like, yeah, the Ito part on Dorito means, like, small. Right? That's probably, like, the most insulting comparison. We are 2 laps away from the end. Diego Domingo has got Contreras as a lap car in his way, but that's not really going to stop him because the gap is 13 seconds from Domingo to Denoya. However, that's pretty close. 2 seconds, roughly. Denoya to Geha. It's 20 points for second and 16 for third, so the gap will go to about 15 points. With 2 rounds to go at Berlin. Ignore that, there's 1 lap to go. Ignore that, 1 lap left, final lap, final lap. I've got to tell him just to make sure. Down to within 2 seconds there, so we'll keep an eye on that. That could spice up with 1 lap to go, especially if someone forgets that there's 1 lap extra. But Baltashu's still very close to Juan Manuel Gutierrez. But seemingly not close enough. They're still going to have 1 more lap to go to try and make a move. They're going to be one of the last ones over the line ahead of Suriano. Yeah, giving it everything he's got to try and take this title. But at the minute, it's not enough. Although there are a lot of track limits coming in. So within 2 seconds could be within the realm of track limits could come into play. A reminder, if they cut the track more than 20 times, they get disqualified. And I suspect that will come into play more than I thought it would coming into this race. But Diego Domingo will take victory in Italy. Andrea Di Noia will come home second and affirm his spot at the top of the table. João Vicente Guerra takes home P3 on another podium. Daniel Wolf will come home with an excellent P4. Rubber will take P5. Jake Feimster eventually will come home P6. But I want to switch back because I just missed it. Gutierrez has gone off. Baltashu takes P9 from Gutierrez. It'll be Jake Feimster coming home P6, Nesh P7, Weber P8, then Baltashu P9, and this guy, Juan Manuel Gutierrez P10, Matti Suriano P11, and Felipe Contreras P12. I don't think he'll be all too pissed. He started P14. He was up to P4 through whatever happened at turn 3 at Jiminy. But there we have it. There goes AF1 round 6. 2 to go. As I say, Berlin this time next week. This time next Sunday, 5 PM GMT. Followed, of course, by the... Well, I say of course. We've got it announced on Monday. The AF1 season finale. At Gothenburg. But let's take you through a let's go to a replay. Before we bring in some interviews with Diego, who finally got a win on stream. I think he's had one before, but still. Right, let's have a look at this replay. This is the race replay. Let's have a look at what happened going into turn 1. Well, the first braking zone at Jiminy. Oh yes, I will come to the announcement in a little bit as well. Very excited about that. Can I get the stream? Here we go. Right then. Race started. Right, I'm going to switch to just straight over to here and just have a look. Here we go. I'll play this at full speed, not knowing what's going to happen. There's already a car going off to the left. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Baltashu got hit from someone trying to avoid. That is João. It was the first one to die. So an excellent recovery from him to take a podium, because here he is. Let's go to camera. Let's go to 4 and switch to João. F6 camera. For F5 camera. Here is what happened to João. Diego Domingo and Andrea Di Noia battling. He just gets wiped out. He's off into the middle of nowhere. Has to recover quickly because he's got, you know, people over there. But we'll come to what happens over there quickly. Right. That's what happened to João. Let's back it up and see what happened to Baltashu. We just caught a glimpse of it and I pointed it out as well. Baltashu. There goes Gerhardt off to the side. Oh, no, it wasn't Baltasci, who was it? Oh, it was Costa! I thought it was Baltasci. I was looking at Pinaldo. I'm so used to Baltasci being in the Pinaldo car. But that... Thank you, Stikan Theme, for following. That took me a couple of attempts. But it was Costa that had the issue. Gutierrez could start trying to get past Costa. Gutierrez yeeted to the right to try and avoid the spinning Lucas Weber. Even if it was you, I wouldn't be blaming you from the point of view of like it was your fault. It definitely wasn't your fault. But so Costa got stuck. He's full on the brakes trying to save it, and he's just going to go straight off and bonk on the inside of Suriano. A bit of lag occurs, and look at that suspension. And there goes Suriano upside down, just like last week in Diria. Let's look at that from an alternative point of view. Costa almost managed to stop it, but still, he's coming from so far back. That is like 150 metres away. In fact, 200 metres away is where Gutierrez moves to the right to avoid the car. And you can see what's going to happen, and then just suddenly bonk, and hits Roman Nesh as well. There's so much going on here as well. Feimster, I know it's Feimster and Rubber. Something between them. Rubber closes the door and knocks the both of them out as well. So that's what caused Gutierrez to go up to P4 when the VSC got deployed. Let's take a look at the start from Juan Manuel Gutierrez, because he's the one I want to notice, because he had the best start of everybody. He's from the back of the grid. Let's go to the lights. And group light. There we go. Here we go. You got really lucky, and so did Juan. Excellent start. You can see he got a better start than by Mythic. His reaction time is markedly faster. He's already past Mythic. He's got going down the inside of Contreras. He's 3 wide now. Stunning move to get past 2 people. A third one ejected to the right. Weber spins in front of him. He wipes out Costa, so he's already up to 7th at this point. Baltasci's wide. Rubber and Feimster go off, and he's past Baltasci, so he's up to P4 by the time the VSC is deployed, which is about now. That's not my phone, that's someone else's phone. Yeah. I heard it from downstairs. Right, so that's what happened at turn. That's the start of the race. Let's take a look at Geha's recovery, because it doesn't look like he went back on track for a little while. He went a little bit onto the inside track. No, I think only it was either Feimster or Wolf started in quali mode, but it seems to be fine. But yeah, it was just an evasive manoeuvre. I don't think any penalty is going to come of this, but that was just chaos. Yes, Contreras activated attack mode by mistake as well. So that to note. But let's give it one more viewing before we finish off of the chaos at the start of this race. There's Gerex stage right. Lucas spins on his own. And just nothing to stop it. And that was lap 1, turn 1. That was amazing. That was a very good race from AF1. That's made my Sunday evening. And I hope it's made yours as well. Is anybody still in the voice chat that we can go and talk to? Oh, there's plenty of people. Is Diego here? Yes, Diego is here, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in Diego. Diego, hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, you're really quiet, so I'll just turn you up. Congratulations on the win today. It seemed a fairly quiet race. Were you worried about Denoyo at any point?
Yeah, I was worried about it all the time. I was worried I would spin or I would spin or maybe I don't know. I always have problems in the pits, so I was trying to go very cautious. And then when I think he crashed with Mythic, so then I was really more relaxed.
Yeah, you had an absolute controlling feel to the second half of the race after Denoyo got caught up with Mythic, or Mythic's internet at least. Do you think you have a shot at the title? You've only done 3 races, sure, but it's an outside chance.
I wouldn't expect it, but right now I'm trying to get the team championship, and if I can help Joao get the drivers championship, then that's fine with me. If I still have a chance, I'm gonna try, but I don't think I can do anything.
I do expect Alpha Wolf Team Racing to have a really strong last couple of races, I think. Joao and yourself are a good pairing. Certainly, all 3 of the top 3 teams are a brilliant pairing, but there's something extra about your pairing. I guess. What do you hope for next time out in Berlin?
I don't know. I tried the track and looks interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. It will be very different to this round because Formula 8 tracks are not similar to what we've done so far. Not even Lipo Village. So yeah, we'll have to see.
I mean, you were strong at Lipo Village, so maybe street tracks or sort of temporary tracks are more your forte. But we'll see next. Well, I mean, today was your forte, clearly. But we'll see next time out in Berlin. Thank you, Diego, and I'll send you back now. And good luck next week.
Juan's asking for an interview, by the way.
I'm going to focus on people who are at the front of the grid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
First of all.
Let's see if we can bring in next Andrea De Neuer. Hello, Andrea. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello. Awesome job on P2 today. I want to talk about what happened with you and Mythic. Obviously,
yeah.
You can't expect this. You're clearly not happy about this. Talk me through what your recovery process was, because it seemed like Mythic had sort of internet troubles.
Yeah, it lagged and it went back a few meters, and we were stuck. My car was stuck in his car, and I crashed and I lost some seconds.
Today's been full of internet issues, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And yesterday, to be fair, had some internet issues as well, in a way.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
And then
being a victim as well.
I had to stay focused because Joao was closing up.
Were you worried particularly about Joao? Because he was closing quite rapidly.
Yeah, I was.
Awesome. How do you stand your championship chances now? There's 2 rounds to go, and you have, I believe, with sort of the expected drop score, a 15-point lead.
Yeah, it's not enough to stay calm, but I'm gonna keep practicing. Try to take it.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Andrea. I'll send you back now. And good luck
next
week.
Thank you. Bye.
And of course, last but not least, we've got to bring in Joao. Hello, Joao, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. Can you talk, though? He says yes in the Twitch chat.
Oh. F.
That's a no. He's gone. Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe still on push to talk or something.
Oh,
that's disappointing. I mean, if you want to answer, he says wait.
Well, let's get him back in here. We'll see.
Hello, Joao.
Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Haha, there we go.
Can
We've
you
got
hear
you.
me? Yes, finally.
Wonderful. You have had quite the race today.
Yes.
You got yourself such an excellent start until about turn 2. You were on the inside of the Curva Grande. Talk me through what happened then.
My game, like, my screen frozen. I had 0 FPS.
Oh dear. That's got to be terrifying. So we just watched it on the replay. You sort of yeeted off to the right, and you're off on sort of the infield section.
Yes.
It did cause you to miss a lot of the chaos that happened around that, but I suspect if you just stayed on track, you would have avoided that anyway. When you managed to get to the front of the field, or near to the front of the field, did you think you were catching Denoya?
The thing was the following. Don't know if you noticed, but I lost 8 seconds.
Oh, you sort of cut out mid-sentence.
The arrow damage was on, like the arrow repair. So I lost 8 seconds for nothing, on the pit stop.
Oh, yeah.
Despite losing in the beginning.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that would probably cost you P2. It sucks because
that's I'm so sad, but anyway. Well, I'm happy for Diego because he's done an amazing race, and he's my teammate. But
yeah, of course.
I'm so sorry for myself.
Alpha Wolf Team Racing 1-2. It's a 1-3 rather.
Yes.
So
It could be 1-2. But
yeah. Well,
that's so
maybe
sad.
track limits could come into this. Do you think you violated a lot?
I violated.
You cut out again.
Oh, I'm sorry for this cutouts, but anyway, I was battling with rubber. Then I went off track. I don't know if that counts. And the other one was I just lost on my own. Don't know about Denoya, but anyway. I think I got 1.
Denoya got wiped out by internet issues, and then I don't think I didn't see that he used many, but who knows? We'll find out tomorrow on the Stewart stream.
Yeah.
Do you think you got a shot at the title, driver's title?
I mean, yes, but now Denoya is really consistent, and I mean, I need to hope him to get like a 4th place finish, and for me to win to kind of have a chance,
Yeah, a 1st and a 4th in it. So you winning and Denoya finishing 4th in Berlin would make things really tasty for the last round in Gothenburg.
But it's really difficult because Denoya is such a great diver as well, really consistent as it
He's been up there ready to take a championship, and he never has, as far as I know. I don't think he has.
Nope.
And I mean, my first part of the championship was really not great, with disqualification and everything. So I kind of am changing now. I mean, I hope to not get in trouble again and just try to finish well.
Well, that's what we like to see, sort of these sort of redemptions, and it's nice. We see it quite a lot. It's good to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Say whatever you want. Oh, he's back.
Sorry, my dad walked in. I had to mute myself. Sorry about that. Very unprofessional. So we'll send you back now. Thank you very much for joining, and good luck next week and for the rest of the championship.
Okay, thanks.
I'm really hoping for a close finish to this championship.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that Juan will now enter himself into here.
He's deafened himself, so we can't hear this. So I'm going to end the stream before he comes in because I need to go.
Oh, he's
I need to go.
Do that.
Juan, why did you shit yourself at turn 3?
What? Wait, what?
Why did you shit yourself at turn 3? Wipe out Miguel Costa.
Oh, Sorry, I was trying to avoid Lucas spinning around.
I know, but if you'd have stayed straight, you wouldn't have hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what Lucas is going to do. I mean, he's already sideways and going through a wall. I don't know if he's going to rebound or what. Anyways, that was a good start.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was a very
That
good
was a
start. You
very
did
good
it.
start.
We watched it on stream. It's an amazing start, nonetheless. But
Yeah, I clipped it.
too bad you're a bit crap afterwards.
Rubber's
I
coming
feel
Just
really
kidding.
bad for Costa, but just
How did Rubber come in here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Diego, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, but first, I do have an announcement.
Yeah, boy.
I did always forget about it. I'll be honest. I did always forget about it, but I have it here. It's not all there, but like we're still working out a few details. But I'm very excited to announce
Ooh, they've come as well.
the return of Goodwood. Goodwood is coming back. We originally held it back in... We tried to hold it back in November, but it got cancelled, postponed and then cancelled because of Grosjean's crash at Bahrain. Through some strange set of circumstances. But we are back with Goodwood. That will be taking place. I'm just going to double check the schedule. It should be okay. I know it's fine, but I got this thing in my head now. I'm thinking it's wrong. No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The 4th of April, Sunday, the 4th of April. That's 4 weeks today. Is going to be Goodwood. Sign-ups for that will be open soon. Stop saying AF Oval. We're going to do it a little bit differently. The format the way we did last time, based on your guys' feedback. We're still going to do the Goodwood Hill Climb. Everybody will have a run at their Goodwood Hill Climb in whatever car they want. It's almost like you guys can't hear me. In any car you choose, as long as it's Kunos or from Race Department, and it's free. And you can quote the mod maker. We've also got a race on the Goodwood circuit. The car is yet to be announced. We're still working that out. There's also going to be a race around the Pudsey Street circuit and Mallory Park Rallycross. And the final.
Very fun.
No, everything is not silent. I can hear. You can hear me because I can see my.
We can't hear you on stream. We can't hear you on stream. Just ignore it.
Wait. I know how to do this. I will eat beans.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Okay, I thought someone would try and type in like, oh yeah, there we go, beans. Gotcha. Yes. You can hear me, you bastards. And
hopefully Grosjean won't have a crash in IndyCar that day.
Oh
hopefully.
god. Well, it's not that much of a big deal. It'll be later on anyway. And the finale. As it'll be a group format. We'll have 40 slots, 5 groups of 8 people. You'll be racing in all 4 of those events across the event, and the final will be at the London Dirt 2 track around the Battersea Power Station in a car yet to be announced, but it's amazing. AF Oval is not happening. Or is
Stop
it?
asking for
Yet.
it.
Not for now.
Maybe.
Not for now.
Maybe.
For
Maybe.
Be excited about the bloody Goodwood I'm announcing, for God's sake. Stop talking about the sodding oval. Goodwood's back. Goodwood's back. 4th of April. Sign-ups will be open soon.
Way.
But until then, goodbye from me. Goodbye from everybody else. I'm sick of this. Bye-bye.
See ya.